Fantastic. So, whilst you were all away, Pat has gone fastest in the Renault and subsequently pit. Alp is now on a lap trying to take it back from him. He's got a lovely tow from Jacob coming up the Curva Grande that is moving on into the middle sector.
Got Lewis coming around the parabolica now and dives into the pit, bails out of it.
Into the pit.
Which Mercedes is that coming around the last corner? Jonathan. There it was.
He goes fastest again. So P1 for the Mercedes man, looking to hunt down a higher position in the championship. Fruit is our main championship rival at the moment. He's on 19.8 from his first lap. He's just about to wind up a fast lap now.
There you go. We'll go on board. With our championship contender.
And reigning champion.
Well, yes. The people's champ.
Successful driver in car.
Yep. Has he raced the most races, or is Jordan?
I think Jordan is the most experienced, although he does miss few races. I think Fruit is the most experienced. Our top driver is yellow flag. There.
Yeah. It's just people slowing down.
I think it might be. That's not going to affect. That's not going to affect our world champion here. He powers down under the old track up to the Ascari.
He's 7/10 up on his time.
Negotiates that a lot better than Kimi Räikkönen did in 2007 practice.
Oh, the exit not so much. Square on the odd exit. Hopefully shouldn't cost him a lot of time.
Good evening, Connell, in the chat there.
Yeah. Yes, Connell, someone did gift you a sub. I can't remember who it happened last night. He improved by 4 attempts there, Fruit. So he did lose a bit of time in Ascari.
We got any interesting battles in the midfield in the championship at the moment? It's relatively old to play for, isn't it?
Yeah, behind Lewis, the championship can't be won tonight, so it's actually still quite close. But in the middle, I think there's a battle for P3 at the moment between. That I'm pretty sure Jonathan may end up winning. Yeah, he is. There's Jonathan on 76, Calzo on 75, and Alp on 74.
Both Mercedes in the 18s.
Yeah.
Lewis on a 19.3 on mediums. Maybe he's going for the medium soft strat, although I feel that
he's out on
despite what we
softs
thought
now.
before the start of the week, it seems to be that the soft medium goes better just because you have so much more pace at the beginning.
Yeah. He is.
You just deal with that track position, you don't have to work your way through as much. And when you do work your way through after you've pitted, you've got an advantage on those people on the mediums anyway.
Yeah, he's out on the softs now. 7 attempts up through sector 2.
That's not quick enough. But unless he's gained a lot of time through Ascari, you won't gain much through the Parabolica.
Comes for the line.
Is this going to take the pole? It does. 1:18.3 throws the gauntlet down. Jonathan's going to have to beat that. I don't think Lewis is going to have too much time to get back and set another lap time. Mind you, the glitch is usually that we've got another 30 seconds on top of what it actually says.
Yeah. Jonathan has started his lap now.
So it's strike one to the Williams. The Mercedes hits back. Beautiful camera angle through the Evergrande.
Sometimes they're
One
beautiful.
of my favourite corners that isn't a corner.
Yeah.
Remember 2011 where Schumacher was holding up a much faster McLaren driven by Lewis Hamilton for most of the race just by pure positioning, and it was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah. He is a few hundredths up, Jonathan.
And we do know, is anyone gonna
squirm me through the exit of Ascari? That's going to cost him.
Is anyone gonna join Alp and Paco on an 18984?
Yeah, good question.
Have a Jerez.
And Jonathan bows out, obviously.
Jonathan bows out. He wants to get the track evolution and get another lap in. He didn't feel he was up enough.
Pat comes round Ascari, 2 tenths up on his time, which would keep him third, but put him further ahead of.
But it'll give him a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
Bullet still yet to set a time on the softs. But I think this will be the one.
And the Parabolica. And comes into the pit lane. And so does Bullet. Just had a few cars go out on track though.
Not a great day for Ferrari so far in front of the home crowd. Alp is out on his out lap, ready for... He leads the charge ahead of Fruit. Any predictions in the chat there, guys?
Other than a Lewis win, that's not what we...
Other than a Lewis win, indeed. Anything interesting? So how many safety cars are we going to get? Are we going to get any safety cars? We managed to avoid them in Tier 2. Are we going to get any virtual safety cars?
Only a couple of VSCs in Tier 2, I think.
Do we have any surprise retirements? Will anyone drop it somewhere?
How many get taken out by Ascari is the question.
Will we have a mess at Turn 1? Will we have a mess at the De La Roche chicane?
Absence for that.
There's a lot of traffic here, isn't it? Out getting past. Oh, there we go. Brilliant stuff from Turn 1.
Slightly down, Alp is. Comes through the second sector marker is...
Flags as everyone's trying to get out of everyone's way. At least we're getting a qualifying, unlike
Alp's invalidated at Ascari. But he's going to wind down and try and go again. Here comes Fruit though.
We're on the Parabolica, it's the champ. Got to throw it down today. Or hope for a crazy race.
Improved,
his way
goes
up into
third.
third. That's a good start.
Who's next? Oh, Matrix has been wobbly out of the...
Pat. He's on out lap.
Matrix is...
That's the Hasses, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Matrix is...
Matrix through the Parabolica.
He was 9 tenths up for Ascari, but went for a wobble outside it.
Ascari, yeah.
There you go.
Popped himself into the top 10.
That is the time done though.
Jonathan crosses the line. doesn't improve. He's slightly slower. So Lewis has pole, unless Pat can do something on the back.
Here comes the game of Paco. To the line. Goes to fourth.
P4. 1,000th quicker than Pat's current time, who has to evade the slow moving out. He's 2.5 tenths up, which will put him into P3 at the moment, Pat.
Calzo comes to the line. Goes P4.
Great stuff from Calzo.
Yeah.
There's going to be a right ding-dong between Lewis and Jonathan. I'll just get the impression.
Yeah, here comes Pat. Fruit's retired in the pit. Pat goes P4.
He doesn't quite beat Fruit. He was a bit slower through the parabolica than Fruit, and he's P4.
And Alp's backed out, and that
so
is that.
We have our championship leader in pole. Jonathan right up behind him in second. Champion Fruit already in third, getting ready to take on the leading two, get as many points as possible. Pat in fourth, Calzo fifth, Game of Paco sixth, both Mercedes in the top six there. Alpine P7 after not managing to get a clean final run there. VR46 Bolin in 8th on debut. No future to see P9. Conzo round out the top 10. Matrix, Jacob and Bullet Boy, who didn't set a representative time, round out our grid.
Oh, going off those times though, it's going to be close between the front two. Hopefully we see a nice battle. That's a great rear view of the Alpha there.
It's my screensaver on my computer. Beautiful, sexy Alfa Romeo cars. I mean, this is a family channel. We probably shouldn't be putting such pornographic images as the rear end of an Alfa Romeo on stream. It's just unacceptable. Very, very close there. We had our front two were miles away, but then from third down to 10th, we're less than half a second.
Yeah.
So, and then our favourite Finn Matrix in P11, he'll be able to start on mediums and we'll be able to see where he can go.
Benja has gone for Jonathan to win ahead of Lewis, and then Paco third. And then Blaze has gone Fruit win, Calzo second and Lewis third. So it is slightly mixed up today in the predictions. He's also gone for 0 full safety cars and 1 VSC. And Bullet Boy has left the session.
I think Alp's going to be moving for down. Bullet's left again.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Oh no. I don't know if he's disconnected or...
It's a couple of times now that he's disappeared, and it's at this precise moment where it's very difficult to get back in.
Yes, because you have to get in. No, I don't think you can get back in now.
I don't think you can. No.
It's a shame. It is a lovely,
He's still
lovely
on
looking
the
weather.
garage, yeah. His name's still on the garage, but his name's not on the list there. So it looks like it could be a no-show from Ferrari. They boycotted the Tier 1.
And Jonathan has pressed X.
He wants to get going. He'll take the penalty. He's happy with what he's picked. Could be gamesmanship here from the Mercedes driver.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me, Mercedes drivers being a bit sneaky.
Get one over in.
They've got a history of sneaky mind game playing drivers ever since coming back into Formula 1. I mean, 3 of their 4 drivers are big on it. The only one out of them that isn't big on mind games and sneaky tactics is Valtteri Bottas. You've had Schumacher, Rosberg and Hamilton all playing their silly games at various points. It's a bit of a trait of Mercedes-Benz. Right, it is what makes them world champions indeed. More Valtteri needs more porridge.
Needs more porridge.
Lewis leads us round at the Cathedral of Speed.
How fast does he want this formation? That is the question.
Everyone on softs except for Matrix and Jacob. Bullet Boy
makes
is
sense.
in the garage and not racing.
Yeah.
He's not on the track. I think you get that on a technicality blaze. He definitely lost connection.
He did lose it, yeah. Oh, it's going to be a good one, I can tell. Doesn't look like any forever aim whatsoever. Not a cloud in the sky.
Here's the worst timing we've got from the Ferrari garage itself. Worst timing for a disconnect. Everyone on softs except for Matrix and Jacob are at the back of this grid. Conte leaving a bit of a gap to the guys behind.
Yeah.
It's catching up now, it's fine by the end of the lap. So, championship leader on pole. He's been an absolute sensational season.
Yes.
But Jonathan is less than a tenth behind. A place where he can get a toe. He can stay in that toe. He will be a thorn in Lewis's side all race. Lewis prone to getting 1 or 2 penalties per race. Jonathan's usually quite clean, so Lewis will have to be extra careful if that Mercedes is anywhere near his slipstream come the end of the race.
Yeah. Need to be in the train. You want to break away from it.
There we go. And it's lights out and off we go. Lewis gets a better start than the Mercedes. He has to cover off from through. Who's also got a slow start? Pat with a fantastic start on the inside. Dives up the inside of Jonathan, thinking better of it. Lewis leads.
Oh, looks
Jonathan
pretty clean through there as well.
Everyone's 2 by 2 coming up into the Curva Grande. Further back. Alp up to 6th, ahead of Gamer Paco. Lewis will want to be breaking away out of the DRS with 4 wide pretty much coming into Della Rogier, which is the best place to watch your Grand Prix from. And everyone's through nice and cleanly.
Yep, seems that
Lewis
way.
already just over a second ahead.
Conzo the big jumper.
And pushing.
2 places. Yeah, he's
very wide from the Mercedes there, trying to hound and keep within this slipstream. Pat looking the more likely at the moment though. Everyone within a second of each other as we cross the line for the first time. Lewis sets the fastest lap of course on lap 1.
I don't think many places are going to change until DRS comes in now. They're all in a line.
They are all in a massive line. Fantastic driving from our top tier drivers here on lap 1.
I'm expecting to see this nearly the whole race, to be fair.
The medium boys are going to want to keep in this tyre train.
Yeah. If they can keep in it, they're well in with a shout later on.
Biggest position change being Combo with 2. That was the maximum anyone moved, either up or down.
Pat probably the greatest one with going from 4th to 3rd though.
Yeah, that was a great move. Nearly went to 2nd to be fair. He had a great start in the Renault.
Lewis is out the DRS.
That's his plan. Get out of the DRS.
Matrix has dropped off at the back as well though, unfortunately.
It's worth noticing, Jonathan seems to be stronger for Ascari than Lewis.
Yes.
So if he can get back in, that's both laps he's been stronger for Ascari. Lewis has made a little bit of a mistake, but the Williams leads. Toothbrush is away. Gaining a crucial 10th that lap to make it 1.1 seconds. DRS is enabled now, of course. Closest battle on track we've got is VR46 on the back of Conzo.
Yep, on debut.
And Jacob is sticking with No Future Seed. That's what they want to be doing, keeping in touch with that train.
Jacob is pretty strong. Don't wear yourself out, just keep...
Pat is only half a second down on Jonathan, and he's going to have the advantage of the DRS, and Jonathan isn't. Jonathan is crucially outside of DRS from Lewis. Fruit is just outside of DRS from Pat.
So
Calzo's out of his DRS. So Alp's going to have a run on Calzo, but first we're going to have a look.
I think Fruit's just got back into it.
So it's Alp now. Is he going to make a move into Ascari? He's not even trying. He doesn't want to be ahead going for Ascari. He's going to wait for the start of the straight. He's all over the back of Calzo. Jonathan very down on ERS, and now Pat's going to give it a go down the straight, but his traction doesn't seem to be as good as Jonathan's.
No, Jonathan seems to be good out of the Ascari and the Parabolica.
But he's still
look at the gains you get from it.
And he's well ahead. Alp as well is in the fight with Calzo into turn 1, up into P5. Said he should have been in the top 4 in qualifying. He's almost back up to there. He's just under a second behind Fruit. Fruit is out of DRS. Matrix gets the first penalty of the day. Alp will be closing straight up on the back of Fruit. I think the Fruit is out on DRS himself. Jonathan will not want to lose too much time to Pat. Pat will be wanting to gain that time back on Lewis.
Yep.
That runs a little bit wide there. So now it's Jonathan's turn to have DRS. Alp is going to use the DRS on Fruit to get himself up under the old banking into Ascari and position himself ready for a launch out of Parabolica. Alp was absolutely sublime round there. Beforehand. Jonathan not letting Pat get away. This is the battle for second. The more they fight, Lewis can break away.
I think they need to work together now.
Is out of DRS behind the soft runners now.
That's not good for him.
But now out, here he is. Jonathan as well, is he going to be able to get alongside? He's not gaining as much as Pat did, but he's still going to be with a chance of an overtake here. He pops down the inside, takes back P2.
And then Alp goes through on Fruit as well.
Into P4.
All this is happening, and Jonathan Lewis is getting away up front.
Comzo with the penalty, you're writing these down, we got Matrix and Comzo.
Bear with me.
Now if Jonathan and Pat can keep fighting, then Alp, who fancies himself here, back over with another 3 seconds over him. Then Alp will fancy his chances. Just outside at this stage, but he's going to try and get closer here. Fruit is within DRS all out, but he was about 8 tenths down coming out of the second left man. Through Ascari we go, lovely and smooth. Alp a bit wild there. Which means Fruit's going to be right up behind him come exit Parabolica. Pat's turn to take on Jonathan. I have a feeling that Pat's got slightly lower downforce because he seemed to gain speed a lot quicker than Jonathan did on the previous pass.
Not so much this time, he's in a lower ERS mode.
Not much ERS this time, Pretty thinking about it, but not there by the time they get to turn 1. Everyone on their 5-lap-old softs in the top 10.
Yep.
Lost qualifying.
He's lost no future from the train as well. He's just dropped out at the back.
He's just about inside.
Yeah, he's crept back in now.
Of course, he's already a favourite with both Rileys in the commentary box being a fan of the two-wheeled goat Valentino Rossi.
Yes.
With the demise of Ferrari, Alp is the home favourite.
The home favourite.
The Alfa Romeo.
Just outside DRS right now. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
No future's
it's
gone.
It's a Red Bull. It's no future. He's out on the exit of Ascari, and is there going to be a safety car because his car is in absolute pieces?
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting one.
No, I think it's just going to be a yellow flag. They're going to clear it up.
Just a yellow flag for that mess of a car.
Yeah.
Right, I suppose it's not on the racing line, but it's a bit of a mess. We continue then.
Yes, we carry on.
Fruit is not letting go of Alp. He does not want to drop any further down the grid. He's already been dispossessed of third by Pat and a fourth by Alp. He doesn't want to go any further back.
No.
Alp is on the fringes of DRS.
Yeah, keeps
and
getting
that's
close.
what we're getting back into this P2 battle.
Oh.
He is in it, but not at the detection point, crucially.
Yeah.
The detection point obviously being just before the braking zone for Lesmo 2.
Which means he's losing time down the straight as well now. But he's gained it back for Ascari.
He is within that second. He has gained it back for Ascari, but it's so close. It's just going to pop over a second. He's got to push. Pat pushing down the back straight here to make sure he is out of the detection point, and he is at the point at the braking point for
Calzo's dropped off the back of Fruit. Suddenly.
But that goes right all over the back, and he spun! He spun around the Ascari!
No!
His car automatically rolls backwards, but thankfully there was no one there.
Lets everyone through.
And he's going to let people through, but he might get disqualified for going backwards. I hope he doesn't, because that's a horrible feeling. Yeah. Jonathan gets a penalty, as his teammate is facing the wrong way. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
We were just on board with him. I think in the dirty air there, he was a bit closer than he was expecting to be, because of Calvo's slow run out of Ascari.
So the closest battle now is Bolin on the back of Conzo. Who doesn't?
Alp runs wide on the exit of Del Rogier. That puts Fruit back in it, and it drops Alp out of DRS.
Pat is almost out of Jonathan's DRS as well. He is out of DRS now. They'll get it down the straight, I think.
He's just going to follow him, I think. Now he's going to go for a move, going down the straightaway here. Up to Ascari. Is he going to do a cheeky one? Lovely helmet design, matching his car there.
Yeah. Oh, no!
Calzo drops it!
Oh,
Calzo drops
no.
it, he's out! Sorry,
It's
Conzo drops it out of Ascari.
VSC, we've got VSC now. Oh, yeah, Lewis is in. Jonathan's in. Pat's in.
Everyone boxing. Who's going to get held up though? Lewis won't get held up crucially because he's in a awful car in real life.
Jacob.
Speeding on the safety car is Jacob.
And then he's dived in, yeah.
Out pits. He's out ahead of Fruit, crucially. And the bad bit here is anyone going to get a penalty if the VSC ended while they were exiting the pit lane because your Delta won't turn up for a little while.
Yeah.
It didn't look like anyone got a penalty.
Jacob came in and put the softs on. He's got a speeding, a drive-through for speeding as well.
Got a drive-through speeding over the VSC. They're all kicking off here. Pat got a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. He must have properly cut a corner there.
Yeah.
Out now further behind than he was. A slow stop for the Alfa Romeo guys.
Did he get held up at all?
So I think he spent more time in the pit lane. Sorry, less time in the pit lane on the VSC, didn't he? The others got full VSC coverage.
This is why I think everyone's spread out a little bit because Bolin's, well, where Bolin was behind Conzo.
Lewis gained time as well. Lewis gained another 2 seconds. And
Pat has dropped to 6th.
Matrix is now 2nd. He'll be quids in a full safety car coming there.
So Pat's lost out massively. He's dropped behind Alcon Fruit.
Oh yeah, yes. He must have got held up in the box hugely. Oh no, it'll be that 5-second penalty for corner cutting.
Oh,
Did it wipe it off?
Did he get it before or after?
Well, he got it before.
Yeah. So yeah, he would have served that.
Probably that. Yeah. That'll be where he served it.
So Matrix is in P2.
Go on, Matrix, take it to Lewis. I'm way too tired.
Fruit goes past
Fruit
out.
back through.
Yeah.
on Alp into turn 1. Alp will chase him down the curve around there.
Jacobs in for his drive-through. Which means...
We're going from bad to worse for a racing point.
Yeah. Kevin Paco is probably going to... Yep, goes past.
Rare mistake there from Lewis as he runs slightly wide out of Lesmo too, but no, nothing too dramatic there, just a dip of a wheel on the...
Still with the battle between Fruit and Alp. Been happening a lot this season, actually.
Go on. Yeah, it could go on alright. I mean, in this rivalry, which is still friendly, to be fair, did all start in Baku.
The America's tier champ beat the European tier champ.
Did all start in Baku, where
yeah. They came
error in
together.
judgment from Fruit resulted in Alp being absolutely binned
Yes.
into the wall.
Here comes Alp though.
Alp now right behind him. Fruit's not even defending it because he knows he can't.
Yep.
There's a 3.5 second gap for Alp to gain on Jonathan to get back into P2, but Alp is in the net P3
Yes.
at the moment. Can he get a home podium for the Italian boys in his Alfa Romeo?
This is
Fruit
still the
now
end.
has the sexiest view of all of the track.
As shown at the end of qualifying.
Alfa Romeo, indeed. Pat with the 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Not content with having his race ruined by a 5-second penalty in the pit lane.
Can he catch back up to these two though, fighting?
Matrix doing very well. Jonathan's taking his time catching up to the car in front. He's getting there. He'll probably have DRS down the back down the start finish straight.
The problem with Matrix is these people have all pitted under VSC, and to be fair, if he gets a safety car at the right time, he could be well up the field. Yeah. Unless they retire, then they don't get the points. Yeah, if the safety car comes out at the right time, Matrix could be well up the field. Because everyone will want to come in and maybe put the softs on.
You're going to at least hold P2 until a scar, right?
Yeah.
His tyres are only 8 laps old, so they're still well within their working range. Go around the curve around there. Tentacle on ERR.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Alp will be hoping that Matrix can at least hold up Jonathan for a little bit, because then he's already gained relative time. He's gained half a second since he overtook Fruit, but Fruit's still right behind him. He'll have to watch the last. Pat not actually making any ground on the guys in front. He was 1.7 behind Fruit. He's now 2 seconds behind.
Here goes Jonathan.
The McLaren.
Pulls
Jonathan makes
to the outside.
move.
I think Matrix just let him go.
Yeah, I think Matrix went to defend it, but then Jonathan was already passed before the corner.
Yeah.
Lewis is away. Apologies to Lewis fans, there probably won't be much footage of the Williams for the rest of the race.
He'll get some, just the odd bit. Here comes Fruit. Is he going to make a move? Oh, Alp just pulls to the inside. And Fruit goes through.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jacobs retired in the pit.
Out.
Hey, no, Ascari.
No, exit of Ascari again. Is there going to be a safety car? For Matrix. Matrix would love a safety car right now. I'd love a safety car, spice everything up.
No, I think it's just going to be...
A safety car.
No safety car.
I mean, no safety car's on because we've had the VSC.
Yeah, the game of Paco would love a safety car as well right now.
Oh, then with a 3-second penalty there. In 8.
Oh, sector 2. Oh, it's bowling. Yeah, I know what he's done. He's gone across the chicane, hit the sausage curb and gone into the gravel, so the yellow flags come out as well.
Boing.
Yes. They're not springy.
Despite his troubles, Becco is at the moment going to be picking up 2 points.
Yes, just needs to drive around.
Hasn't made the race distance required, so he will not get a point. Despite being in 10th.
Well, Alp again.
Round 57.
I don't think there's going to be one this time.
Out.
Well, he's gaining. No, pulls in behind. There's no point fighting him into the chicane because you lose so much time.
Back up to 4 seconds between Jonathan and Fruit.
Yeah. They're now coming up to the back of Matrix as well, which could assist Fruit for a little while if he catches him in the right place.
Pat is not gaining on these two though. On the medium tyres, Fruit and Pat do have stronger pace than Pat. Who's going to be having to worry about Calvo shortly, isn't he?
I think they are helping each other by not properly fighting and just getting the moves done down the straight when they're going to.
Can Fruit get a bit of a gap on his adversary by getting a car between him?
Yes, hopefully. Let's go. Oh, actually, not hopefully. I want to see the racing. Alright.
Now he's going to get held up to Ascari ever so slightly. But it's these fine margins that mean everything around Monza.
Oh, he's probably going to get him into. No, he's going to have the DRS on him. Oh, another 3 seconds.
Perhaps driver at Ascari.
There we go, Fruit has the DRS as well. Matrix could lose 2 positions here.
If he's not lucky. Alp will need to get past him by the Della Rovere. We'll have to get a better exit out of here through the Curva Grande. Exactly what he's trying to do, and he's in full beams for ELS because he knows he has to get through and keep on the back of that McLaren.
And he has done.
And he has done. That was crucial for his race. Fruit with a wobble in Lesmo 1.
Oh. Is that going to give Alp a chance?
He's got Alp a lot closer than he would have been.
Oh yeah, mate. Goes to the inside.
He's ahead before the banking.
Yeah. Once again, move done on the straight. No need to fight into the corner.
Sensible driving from these two.
And Pat is dropping.
Eventually one of them will have to get spicy to get the podium.
Yeah. Got 11 laps yet. Oh, 12 laps actually.
Very true, very true. Not far over halfway distance. 9 cars left. Fruit dives by into turn 1. And now 4.6 seconds behind Jonathan though. Every time they're doing this overtake they are losing time. To the man in front.
Yeah.
Pat now up behind Matrix. Matrix doing a stellar job, just waiting for that safety car.
Yeah.
I mean, when he boxes, he'll at least be out in 8th, I think. So he's not going to lose too much time, and he'll be rapid.
Yeah. Hopefully, he may be able to catch up to the back of his teammate at the time.
Alp's turn to hide behind the McLaren, take a view of the Husky Chocolate advertising.
Don't eat too much.
8 seconds now, the gap at the front. Pat is right behind Matrix, but he doesn't want to get it done before turn into the parabolic area. He wants to go there. No, I don't want to be on the inside of Matrix here. Matrix might want to pitch, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he probably should come in this lap, I think, Matrix.
Up stays behind again. Actually, at that point, Jonathan has 3 seconds, doesn't he? So these two are only 1.8 behind P2.
Yes. So if Jonathan picks up another one, it's going to be interesting. Oh, Alps are on
Wide
wide.
from Alp, wide from Alp, and that means he's going to be out of the DRS.
Yeah.
Crucially for Fruit.
Is Fruit going to put the hammer down now?
Half a tenth that put him outside of the DRS. Which means Alp's going to have to push down this straight to get himself in striking distance for the start-finish straight, just to get himself back on play.
Edged his way back
gone
in.
from 3 seconds behind to 2 seconds behind.
Oh, Alps dropped out for a
Does have
Scary.
3-second penalty though.
Yes. Is Alp going to get back in it by the time he gets there?
Oh,
No.
it's going to be close.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
might, he has
Yeah.
just in the DRS zone. 0.985 as they crossed the
Yeah. There it
DRS
is.
threshold there.
Yeah.
Dipping into the DRS.
Matrix-
through into the parabolic.
Matrix
The
is
Calzo
in.
gets past Matrix as Matrix pits.
Yeah. The softs go on the Haas.
Unfortunately, this is one of those tracks where it's much better to race than it is to watch. But
Yes.
we're trying.
Oh,
Hope you're all having fun there in the chat.
I enjoyed every second of Tier 3, despite it being crazy. The Monza massacre. So Matrix has come out just behind Paco on the soft tyres. So the DRS comes again. John saves an ERS.
McLaren and the Alpha.
Oh, Pat's picked up another 3 seconds.
With another 3 seconds, so he's not really in contention with these. He might be dropping down Calzo at this rate.
Yeah. I think Calzo's got
Not
one.
Balloon, he's on 9 seconds, I think. So
Yeah. Which could bring Matrix back into him.
Bolin. I keep saying Berlin, it's the historian in me. We're just going with his own Berlin, basically.
Oh,
Does he
Alp,
have 11 fingers? We'll find out at some point.
Alp pulls to the outside and retakes 3rd place.
Did Henry VIII chop off his ancestor's head?
No, Fruit's picked up 3 seconds. Oh,
Alp is a de facto P3.
yeah. That's
He's within the
interesting.
bubble if Jonathan gets another one as well.
Yeah.
Alp is on 2 warnings though.
Ooh.
As is Jonathan. Jonathan's on 2 warnings onto his next penalty.
Lewis just enjoying his day. Where is he?
Lewis only on the 1 warning. I've cursed him, you see. After saying he usually picked up 1, I've cursed him to get a Wizard Award now.
Just watch Lewis for a bit. Give him his
Hello
screen
everyone in
time.
the chat.
Hello.
Can Alp get P2? We want Alp to get P2, don't we? For Alfa Romeo in Italy.
He's still dropping back from.
Alp with the 2012 style Kimi Raikkonen helmet. Fruit with a lot more ERS.
Yeah, he's been saving up this lap, I think. Just behind him.
That's still just outside of 2 seconds behind them. Alp still 5.9 behind Jonathan. That could be crucial.
Matrix
Coming
inside
into the
DRS. At the back of the
Now
field.
it's Matrix's turn to have a go at people.
He's just building some ERS up, I think, now. He's got into the slipstream and DRS of Paco and now just saving it up before he has a go.
To be fair, with the traction he's got, he could be alongside him into the Della Roggia.
Yeah.
He's not even trying to make a pass, to be fair.
Jonathan picks up another penalty.
Okay, as it stands, Alpine P just outside P2.
Just outside
actually.
P2, yeah.
0.053. He's only working on the 1 more warning though. Surely Matrix is going to get it down the back straight under the old banking into Ascari now. Out of Lesmo 2. The Haas hounding the Mercedes. Pulls to the inside.
Makes
takes
the
the
move.
position before Ascari. Clinical.
Oh,
Pat's boxed. Jonathan's boxed.
Jonathan's boxed.
Why is Jonathan boxed?
I don't know, but with his penalties, that's gonna.
Yeah, I know he had a penalty, which was just about dropping him into. Is he going on the offensive?
Yeah,
That's
it
over the white line.
seems that way.
I don't understand that myself. Well, we'll find out later. Alp now P2 on track. Is he trying to coax Lewis into a pit stop?
I doubt it's going to work with the gap.
Something we don't. Lewis getting on his merry way down the back straight towards Paravolta.
We are going to have a fight for fastest lap now, then.
Here we are.
On the Paravolta.
Towards the back end of the DRS zone behind Alp now.
If Lewis comes in, he comes out behind Alpenfruit.
He does. It'll be so much quicker. He's just going to stroll around, but he's not the one to care about the fastest lap. I don't think he's Lewis in track position.
You never know. Could see something crazy. But at the minute, it is a big risk if he comes in. That he gets caught up in something and ends up further back than he wants to be. Back to the battle for
down a bit now. Everyone's
the second
spread out
lap.
a bit. It's the battle for P2. Out wide again at the exit of Delrozier. We've done that a few times. Pat with another 3 seconds.
Matrix is well in it.
Matrix is suddenly within the positions that he didn't think he would be.
Yeah.
I'm so curious as to that. They didn't have any damage coming in.
No, not that. What that I
Fruit
saw.
runs wide at Ascari.
Yeah, that's not good for him.
And he's going to be out of DRS, surely.
No, he's gaining the time. He's pushing down the straight.
Yeah.
Whereas Alp is saving. Because he has to, really. There's no...
Jonathan quickly closing up to Berlin.
Not going to get DRS this time. I assume he's going to set a fastest lap. Yeah, there it is.
That was the fastest lap. He gets a point for that, but he's lost so many positions.
Yeah, but he's lost...
But it's a net points loss there,
Yeah.
not a gain. I'm so confused as to that. I mean, that's
It's baffled
taking...
me.
It's
But even
me
if he...
more than real-life Ferrari.
Even if he didn't have the
That's how much
penalties,
it's baffled me.
he's never going to catch the back of Fruit and Alp anyway. I don't understand. I don't know. Well,
I don't know. No. I've seen more sensible Ferrari strategies in the last 3 years. That's saying something.
he's on the back of Bolin.
I can't even.
The best he's going to get is back up to 4th.
Answers on a postcard.
Pat as well, I don't know. Like, Pat had less to lose than Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh, Bolin just comes in.
Are these mediums just going off?
I don't know.
I don't know anything, and I just don't understand. 4 laps to go. Lewis leads. Out second. Triple thirds. Calzo fourth. Just calm it down. We'll do some sensibleness for we'll bring that back. P5 Jonathan, we don't know why. P6 Pat, we also don't know why. Matrix in a fantastic P7. He's probably confused as to how that happened.
Well, Pat really is now back where he was.
Yeah.
Because of penalties.
Jonathan is 2 positions down. He'll get 1 back.
Well, if not 3 positions down, because he was on the cusp of being ahead of.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was
on
going
penalties.
pretty much. I think he'd have stayed ahead.
Yeah. So he's dropped from P2
That's
to P4.
definitely right, Ricky. The most exciting or bizarre, possibly, part of this race has been strategy goals.
I don't know what to think.
If anyone can explain the Mercedes strategy,
get Toto in.
yeah, we'll get Toto on the blower. I'm not even sure he'll know.
Why would you pit with 7 laps to go?
I'm just trying to get my head around it, and I have been for about 4 laps, and I can't.
Jonathan sets another fastest lap, goes quicker than himself.
I thought I knew Formula 1.
Yep.
Obviously not.
Fruit still on the back of Alp.
Behind Alp. This has been a fantastic race between these two. And the 2 shiniest cars on the grid.
The 2 that have been together the whole time. Oh, Lewis picks up for 8 seconds. There you go.
No Wizard Award for him. Filthy driving from the race.
Alp needs to gain 16 seconds in.
He's only 16.5 seconds down on the Delta. Coming out.
So Lewis can't pit now. That's out of the question completely.
Oh, we can't pit now, no. Two laps to go. Fruit needs to get past Alp and run away. Alp needs to avoid the tiniest little corner cut. Jonathan's going to take Calzo down the start finish straight.
Yeah, Fruit is going to get past Alp. Alp probably knows the situation.
And the Mercedes, it is fresh tyre.
Fresh, softer compound tyres as well.
Balls out behind Calzo, takes P4.
He's lost 2 places now. But has he? How's the penalties between...
Well, he's got 6 and 2 warnings, and Calzo's got a Golden Wizard Award at the moment. So.
Has he? Oh.
Yeah. Well done, Calzo. My man. That's how we like to drive.
Yeah.
So he's got to get 6 seconds in 1.5 laps.
And the Gamer Packer has come in because he has nothing to lose.
He wants the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Calzo can stay
Jonathan's picked up another 3
seconds now. So
he's definitely going behind Calzo now.
Fair play, Calzo. Just keeping it real, keep going. Golden Wizard Award. Cheers for Calzo in the chat there. There's no mean feat getting a Golden Wizard Award, Ramonza.
And now back to the battle for second. Which, unless Fruit pulls away a lot of time...
Is this where Fruit unwinds a ton of pace and goes 3 seconds ahead of Alp? He's got to try.
Or heaven forbid, Alp picks up a penalty on the last lap.
Or Alp picks up a penalty, yeah. He's got to be careful now. He's not got the track position. Jonathan sets the fastest lap, but
he already had.
Got back so far.
Well, he's going to drop back 1 place at the moment because Pat has a lot of penalties as well.
Pat has quite a few penalties as well, yeah. So he's lost out there.
Pat is also 11 seconds down.
He's lost a place really from where he would be with his penalty. But he's gained the fastest lap at the moment. But he's still lost a point.
Yes. Is his teammate going to take it off him as well?
I just don't understand what Mercedes done that. Lewis exits Ascari for the final time.
We'll go back Alps out of DRS as well. Here he comes.
Into the Parabolica. Round the famous corner. Is it a banking there in the background? And he takes victory.
Gives
with
us a little
wiggle. In Monza.
Straightforward. Oh,
Jonathan's
picking up
3 seconds.
He's just pushing him. Pushing now. Fruit will come round to take second on track.
Fruit takes P2. Alp takes P2. On penalties, great race from him.
Jonathan has spun across the line.
Everywhere.
Calzo will come across
Calzo
to take P4 off him.
Mercedes with as interesting and flamboyant a finish as the race strategy.
The thing is for Jonathan...
comes home for P6, but is Matrix close enough? He's just on the cusp of 9 seconds.
I don't know if he's got a penalty or not.
He misses out. He had one penalty. He misses out by 3.1.
The game of Paco is on an absolute flyer of a lap.
On 8. And is this going to be a flap?
Yeah, to take it off Jonathan. To take it off Jonathan.
Jonathan's left. Fuming at the travesty that Toto Wolff has thrown in front of him. And his teammate's going to nick his fastest lap, I think.
Yes, he has. He does. Across the line.
Limbs from Manny Roberts. Matrix gets P7.
Wasn't even supposed to race. And Matrix has popped up.
Fantastic, you'll love to see it. Lewis first, Alp second. I'm chuffed for Alp there. Great race between Alp and Fruit there. Another podium for our champion.
Yeah, the highlight of the race, Alp and Fruit.
Champion-elect takes the victory.
Mercedes
Lewis
did a Ferrari
first.
at Monza. Oh yes.
Lewis first, Alp second, Fruit third, Calzo fourth. Did Calzo get the Golden Wizard Award? He did, ladies and gentlemen.
What a guy.
Golden Wizard Award for Calzo. Big cheers for Calzo there. P5 Jonathan, P6 Pat, 7 Matrix, Berlin 8, Game of Paco 9th with the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Jacob DNF, Gonzo DNF, no QC DNF and a DNS for Bullet at Monza.
Yay.
Let's get our men in.
Hopefully all three of them are going to join. I think so.
It's true.
The men of the moment of Fruit and Out. That does move out up into third in the drivers as well.
Fantastic. See them come in. And we got that Alfa Romeo on the podium.
Well, I currently have a McLaren for P3.
Fruit is here.
Yeah.
Probably exhausted from the ding dong with Al.
Well, not really, just one.
Well, it's alright. Jonathan managed to spice up our race with what can only be described as a confusing strategy call from the Mercedes-Benz garage.
Yeah, well, the tires were absolutely dead at the end.
We were wondering
if the tyres were going off.
Were pitting.
Mine were 80, so yeah, they were about to
So they were wearing more than they normally do for some reason.
Well, yeah, I think so. Don't
Was
know
that
what
the
they
same for
normally
you
do.
as well, Alp? Were you getting excessive wear more than normal on the tyres?
Is he here?
He's sort of flashing in and out.
Yeah,
Are you
there
here,
you
Al?
go. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's just joined.
Oh! The sound of a jack going in. 3.5mm.
Is it Micah?
There we go. We were just asking if the tyre wear seemed a bit excessive for you as well. Fruit was just saying how his tyres had got up to 80% somehow, and people were pitting the softs for no reason, it seems. But were you having lots of wear as well?
No.
Yeah, bizarre. What about Lewis? Were you having wear?
Oh yeah, no one's around me at 82%. Yeah, the tyre wear's quite weird here. But
I think it's
softs
the
felt
heat.
fine, but they drop off.
Yeah.
The medians felt fine, and the tyres are just cockers.
Fair enough. I mean, we were really happy with that podium actually. Fruit, obviously, you lost out on penalty there. You got the one penalty. P3.
That was super unnecessary, but Yeah, I lost my concentration throughout the race. I was just driving behind Elf and driving. Yeah, there was no fun whatsoever. So I lost concentration, got a penalty, and that cost me at the end.
Yeah.
Alp, you were disappointed with how qualifying went. You were saying you should have got in the top 4, and then you worked your way back out through the race. You, in the first stint, you were the most exciting person to watch, to be really honest. And then you had your ding-dong with Fruit, where you were just slipstreaming each other to try and not lose too much time to Jonathan in front, to be honest.
Yeah, that was the point, and tried to keep Pat behind, but it just didn't work at the end. It just weren't quick enough. So when he got his penalty, I just let him go.
Yeah.
But I bet you're happy with that P2 after qualifying, though.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't expecting to be good here. This is like usually one of my worst tracks, so yeah, definitely satisfied with my podium.
Fantastic. You had a couple of moments during the race coming out of the Della Roggio chicane. Crucially, I think it was about 17-18 at the second chicane there, where you dipped out of DRS, but you sort of spent all your ERS to try and get back into it again.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's too powerful. You can just drive casually and not lose the DRS and just still stay behind. So, yeah, I hit the gravel. The gap went up to 1.2 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
Then I just closed back immediately.
Were you up into Parabolica? We were watching the Delta time, so you were like 1.05, 1.02, and then just as you went over the DRS line into Parabolica, it dipped down to 0.985, which was quite possibly the most exciting thing to happen in the whole race.
Other than the strategy of Mercedes.
Other than the strategy of Jonathan, yeah. Lewis, obviously, you're only on pole by less than a tenth, but you crucially got the 1 second before lap 3.
Yeah.
And then it was just all plain sailing from there, then.
Yeah, weather was nice.
Yeah,
It was a nice weather.
seemed it.
It's so embarrassing to hear the weather was nice.
Were you keeping an eye on your competitors in the massive TV screens as you were driving around there?
Well, yeah, because I wanted to pit. Oh.
Didn't have the gap.
Probably should have, but I got a penalty in the end, so no point.
It would have made it exciting.
Yeah, I saw Jonathan catch up a lot, and I was quicker than him, so
Yeah,
should have just pit.
could have been funny. Especially with Fruit on his 80% mediums at the end, that could have been interesting.
Yeah.
Well done to all three of you though, great podium, even if it wasn't the most exciting of races. We'll see everyone else at 2 AM this morning, tomorrow morning rather, for the American Tier 2. That was Monza, everyone. Lovely to race, not quite the same to watch. At least you all didn't do a Pixar cars into the Parabolica like Tier 3.
That was fun.
Probably should have.
It would have made it entertaining.
Might have livened it up a bit. There were a few out of Ascari, but only a VSC. Right then, that's it. Anything for you, Titch?
No, I'm all good.
There we go. We shall see you later this evening, and